Hey guys, it's Jen, and I am here today to do an ARC review for The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose.
Hey y'all, editing Amanda here. Just wanted to pop in and say this book is already out. It came out on July 15th, but I am behind on editing and we strive to put our ARC reviews out before the release date, but sometimes it just falls afterwards. Sometimes we don't read it until right before the release date, and sometimes I don't get it edited till right before or right after the release date. But we always do try to post the video as close as we can to the release day, and the good news is if you all like what you're hearing about this book, then you can go right out and buy it. You don't have to wait.
An ARC is an advanced reading copy, and first I want to thank Mira Books, which is a division of HarperCollins, for giving me a copy of this book because I was very, very happy. Enjoyed reading this book so much. I am a fan of Jeneva Rose. I've read several of her thrillers, including The Perfect Marriage, The Perfect Divorce, and Home is Where the Bodies Are. There are several books she has written beyond that I haven't gotten to, but I will. I definitely plan on reading more Jeneva Rose. And if you're a fan of her thrillers, I think you can tell by the front of this, but this is definitely not a thriller. She does say that at the beginning, I think just in case, she doesn't want to disappoint her readers, but this was more of a passion project for her. And I would say it's more in the fiction realm, and I would even say speculative fiction, and I'll get to that in a minute. She does say in the beginning, "Dear reader, if you pick this book up because you love my thrillers, please know this is nothing like them. This one's from the heart, and I hope you love it. Thank you for reading. XO, Jeneva Rose." And I knew this going into this book. I didn't have any anticipation this was going to be a thriller. And I was very interested in this book because I am also a fiction reader. I don't mind speculative fiction when it goes beyond the bounds of reality, I guess you can say, because this book has a very interesting concept. The main character, Lexi, also known as Alexis, has a really bad day. She loses a job that she really thought she was going to be able to hold on to, and her longtime boyfriend tries to be really nice with her, is really trying to help her and has a romantic night planned, but she is so miserable that she ends up in a horrible fight with him and they end their relationship. She is depressed. She doesn't know what she's doing with her life. She feels like she's lost everything that she loves. She ends up drinking from this really strange bottle. I can't remember exactly where she said she got it, but she ends up passing out drunk. When she wakes up, it is 15 years earlier. She's in her same body, because sometimes this concept means like she's waking up in her younger self. But she is still the same age that she was when she fell asleep, but she realizes it's a different year. It's 2002, and she wakes up on the campus of the college she went to. She decides to go see if her younger self is there and what exactly is going on. She's freaking out, and she encounters her younger self. She ends up, for most of the book, trying to figure out why she's back in 2002. Is it to make her younger self make better decisions? Is it to reconnect with family? Is it to figure out something about her life that she got wrong? There's a lot of humor infused in this, but I would say it gets very, very sentimental and emotional. This book made me cry. It was just at the end and everything that ends up happening, I was crying. And not a lot of books get me to cry. I do read some fiction that I think like Jodi Picoult does end up getting me to cry at books. But I typically read like thrillers and horror, and so not a lot of books are going to make me that emotional that I'm crying. But she really tugged at the heartstrings with this one. And she was inspired by her mom. Her mom passed away in real life, and she really wanted to write books that infuse what she remembers of her mom. And so there's a lot of sentimentality in this book, and I think she did a great job at showing what it means to look at your life and really appreciate what you have. Give yourself grace, and I don't even know how to say it. I feel like she really encompasses what a lot of people go through when they are getting older and sometimes are questioning life decisions, and did they really go down the path that is meant for them. And I think that she ends up almost like a 2. The reason why I didn't give it 5 stars and gave it 4, it's almost wrapped up like how movies are sometimes, and I feel like almost too tied up in a bow, and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to say exactly what happens, but I feel like she did such a great job with this book. I really enjoyed it, and I am a fiction lover. So if you are only reading her for thrillers and you just want to test this out, I don't know how a thriller reader will embrace this or not, but I feel like she did a great job from a fiction lens. This arc did have acknowledgments at the end, so she does explain some of the passion that went into this book. She self-published this back in 2021, but how she described it, I think this was like the first book she really wrote, and I think she has a lot of motivation to get this out there because it's really her first book. The Girl I Was is out July 15th, and it does have a sprayed version that I can show you on the screen. And it also mentions I don't remember if I knew this or not, but she does have a new thriller coming out fall of 2026, which really feels like a long time from now, but it's called The Grass is Always Bloodier. If there is a cover reveal for that, I'll put it on the screen. I'm not sure if there is. Thank you for watching my ARC review for The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose. If you love fiction, especially any kind of emotional fiction, definitely for you, and put it on your TBR. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.